Once in a colorful little classroom filled with eager faces, Miss Nancy, the kind and cheerful class teacher, stood by the blackboard with a big stack of colorful diagrams. Today's lesson was going to be extra special, as she was about to take her students on an imaginary trip to the magical world of plants. All right, my lovely little gardeners, today we are going to learn about how plants grow and eat, she announced with a twinkle in her eye. The children leaned forward in their seats, excitement bubbling up like fizzy lemonade. Behind Miss Nancy, she tacked up a big drawing of a tiny seed. "This is where our journey starts," she pointed out. A small seed, waiting to become something much bigger. With gentle and vivid words, Miss Nancy explained how seeds are sown in the soil, patiently waiting under the warm earth until they're ready to sprout. It's like a treasure waiting to be discovered. She continued by describing how the seed breaks open, sending roots down into the soil. The roots, she mimed with her fingers spreading like spider legs, act like tiny straws, sipping water and minerals from the soil. The children giggled as they imagined tiny straws reaching out from the seed into the ground. And when the time is just right, usually with a bit of warm sun and a sprinkle of rain, a little shoot pops up. She mimed with her hand blossoming like a flower. She moved on to the next colorful picture, showing the shoot beginning to grow leaves. Though plants don't have mouths like us, they still need food to grow big and strong, Miss Nancy said with a knowing nod. Do any of you know where they get their food? One eager hand shot up. It was Timmy, a boy with eyes as bright as marbles. The sun, he answered proudly. Exactly, Timmy. Well done. Miss Nancy beamed. She told them about photosynthesis, the magical process where leaves of the plant catch sunlight. She explained simply, it's like the leaves are tiny solar panels, using sunshine to make food. And this food helps the plant grow. The class was amazed to learn that leaves were like kitchens in the plant world, combining sunlight, water, and air to make food. Miss Nancy explained it step by step with lots of pretend eating gestures and funny little plant dances. To wrap it all up, Miss Nancy gathered the class around a big indoor plant that had leaves stretching out like arms. Now you understand how this little friend eats and grows. Perhaps you can care for plants like real gardeners, she encouraged. With smiles all around, Miss Nancy knew her students had learned something important, how tiny seeds become strong plants and get their food from the sun. It was a lesson they wouldn't soon forget, for they found greenery was a friend in the sunshine garden of learning.